Hi everyone, it's Nick here from Noterro. Today I'm going to show you how to transition your existing account into Noterro GO. So there's a few things that we need to look at. So we'll start with the base setup page, and we're going to look at your locations. So you may have it set up as I do. So you may have a physical location. So this is where I work at a bricks and mortar, and this is my mobile therapy. And so let's click into the mobile therapy. In the address, you may have put at your location as an example. So when the notifications would go out, they would know that you're coming to their home. So we don't need this anymore, unless, of course, this is your only address. And if it's your only address, you can convert this over to a real address if you want that on your receipts, but you'll need to have at least one location for billing purposes. And you can disable this for online booking because we're not going to be using it anymore. If you have a similar setup like I do here, you can just disable this because we won't be using it. So I'll just disable this location. Okay, so that's the first setup that you need to do. The next is it's just a concept, and so let's take a look at an existing client of mine. And we have Barry Bartles. In order for me to provide service at his location, I need to add a Go location. And so I can click on Go locations, and you can add multiple locations. So I can click Add New. And he already has an address. So he already has that address in his profile field, so I can just autofill it. But I'm not going to do it from here because you're going to need to transition all your existing clients or patients over to Go locations. And I suggest you just do it from the calendar because it's a lot easier. And you just do it one at a time, as they appear on the calendar. And again, instead of trying to do this in bulk. So let's move now to the Go settings page because there's also a few things that we need to take a look at before we go to the calendar and update the calendar. So this is the Go settings page. You need to enable it, and then once you enable it, you have to set service areas. And the service areas are the areas that you're going to work at, and you can set multiple service areas. I have two service areas here that are identical. One is with travel time, and one is without travel time. You're going to need this one here for converting existing appointments onto your calendar into mobile appointments. So we're just going to leave this one as a no travel time. So we're just going to leave this here for a second, and we're going to come to Hamilton Mountain and take a look at this one first. Okay, so we're going to add a travel time, and I have a travel time of 15 minutes. And so what this means is I may have an existing appointment of 60 minutes. I may have a recovery time of 15 minutes. So the total time consumed for that appointment would be 75 minutes. You can add an additional time to that appointment. In this case, I added 15 minutes. And so it would take that 75 minutes and it would bump it now to 90 minutes. So the total time consumed by that appointment would be 90 minutes. So when you're setting this travel time, you basically have to say, how much time does it take to travel between appointments within my service area? So you can play with that travel time, and you can adjust it as you need to. Online booking, so you're going to need to set this for online booking, and you need to use, if you want to use a distance limit, and a distance limit just means it just clusters appointments around an existing appointment. So for example, if I had an appointment right here, right where the center of the circle is, someone's address would have to be within this radius in order to book the next appointment. So it does limit the amount of available time that you have. But what it does is it prevents you from jumping all over the city if you want to do that. So if you want to set a radius. If it's a small enough area, then you don't need to necessarily set this distance limit. So that's what that distance limit is. On our map here, the orange dot, the orange icons here with the icon in the middle of it just represents existing patients that have Go locations, not addresses, Go locations. So again, they need to have a Go location in order to book online. And so these people here would not be able to book in the service area. So if I was working in the Hamilton Mountain on Tuesdays and I put this on my calendar, these people would not be able to book on a Tuesday in this service area. So the service area is very similar to an availability. So let's take a look at that in a minute. So I have one Hamilton Mountain, so I'm going to enable this for online booking. This one I'm only going to use for internal use only. And all the parameters are the same, except I don't want that travel time because I need to convert existing appointments over. So let's take a look at what we need to do to update the calendar. And we're going to just jump the calendar a week ahead because I have it set up here. So your calendar may look like this. So you have already existing appointments. If I click on one of these appointments here, you can see it's at that location of that home therapy. So they're expecting you to come to their home, but we need to start converting these appointments over. But before we do that, we'll go to the manage schedule. And you can see that I have this home therapy. This is where I'm going to be on that day. This is my mobile day, and this is my where I'm going to be at my physical clinic. So let's convert this over. And so we're going to change this to the Hamilton Mountain with travel time. And the reason we want to do that is because we want people to, if I have existing slots, I want people to book within, and within this available block of time, and I want them to accommodate my travel time. Okay, so far so good. But here's a problem right now. So we have to convert Barry Bartles. First of all, we have to get Barry, we have to get that go location. So right now he doesn't have a go location. And so when the notification goes out, he's going to know that we're coming to his house. So we're going to go edit, and we're going to add a new go location because he doesn't have one. So similar to on his profile, and this is why I'm suggesting that you do it from this view here. Okay, so we just have to name it, and then we can just say this is his home. We're going to autofill it. Okay, so it's autofilled his location. And then we have additional details because when you're going out to someone's house, you can select the building type, and in this case, it's his house. We can put parking details in here if you want. It's a driveway, so if it was a paid parking, you can put a parking note or building details. He might want you to park on one side of the drive. Oh, sorry. You might want to put that's a red brick house, and the parking note he may say just park on the right side of the driveway. So you can put specific details. If they have pets, you can put notes about that. If the location has stairs or an elevator, or if he has his own sheets, or he may have his own table, and you can save that. So when you're going to that location, you'll have those details available for you. Okay, so we've converted the appointment now over to a mobile, and the problem is the service at the service area, Hamilton Mountain travel time, is not going to fit. That's what I mean. So the existing appointment that we have here, it won't fit because we've added that travel time. So we're going to change this over here. Remember I said we needed one just to convert, and this is only used to convert no travel time here. So it's no travel time within here, and we're going to save this. Okay, and so now if I click on this appointment, you can see that the location is at his home, and so the notification that goes out will be his home. So it'll list his home as the location on the notification. And we've converted this over to a go location, and we've converted it over to no travel time. And so the no travel time is only used internally to convert those existing appointments over. And then you would do the same with subsequent appointments. And anyone who books into these appointments will have the travel time automatically added to them. And then when you're on the go or on the move, you have this additional view that you can see. And then there's additional functionality that we have. We have information on previous other videos that are on our YouTube channel. But really what we wanted to talk about is just converting those existing clients over and converting the existing locations over and adding a go location to existing client or patient profiles. Okay, so thank you for watching, and please click subscribe if you'd like to be notified as new videos are released.